Sherman Copelin has been the subject of many Fox 8 investigations. In 2011, we first told you about allegations against the former state rep. Several subcontractors say they were stiffed by Copelin after his company hired them to rebuild a West Bank school after Katrina.
We signed a contract in '08. We started, I remember it being very hot. It was July when we poured the slab for the school. And then all of a sudden he said he couldn't make payment.
Lyle Dublé is one of those subcontractors. He says he's owed hundreds of thousands of dollars by Copelin. Copelin is the only registered agent and officer of the Recovery Development Group. His company was hired by the West Bank Christian Center in Harvey to rebuild the school using FEMA money. But a legislative audit revealed the money was misused. In 2011, upset he wasn't being paid, Dublé turned to the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office. Last week, the Sheriff's Office issued a warrant for Copelin's arrest. He faces 2 charges: contractor fraud and misapplication of payments and theft.
And I'm just thrilled that something's being done, that they're absolutely going to go after him. The warrant has been issued, and I'm just happy, very happy.
My name's Meg Gatto. I'm a reporter with Fox 8. I was here today to ask you if you knew that there's a warrant out for your arrest in Jefferson Parish for fraud involving a contractor.
No.
You did not know that?
No.
A spokesman for the sheriff's office says it's possible Copelin wasn't yet served with the warrant. But at his New Orleans home, we also questioned Copelin about the allegations dating back 2 years from Dublé and others. He had little to say. Subcontractors contacted us, said they were owed thousands of dollars from you.
I'm not involved, and y'all don't know anything about it.
Lyle Dublé says his life was destroyed by Sherman Copelin because of the thousands of dollars he lost on the construction project.
I'm talking no electricity. I was running my house on a generator. All my personal cash came out of my pocket into that project. And then when he didn't pay, I had to pay my creditors. All my supply houses calling, hey man, where's my money? Where's my money?
Dublé slowly put his life back together. Now he wants Sherman Copelin to be held responsible if he's found guilty of the charges against him. Sherman Copelin wasn't talking to the media Wednesday morning when he showed up with his attorneys to the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office.
Pursuant to a criminal investigation relative to contractor fraud case, we were able to procure an arrest warrant for Sherman Copelin.
The former lawmaker faces 2 charges: theft and contractor fraud. The arrest warrant came as a surprise to Copelin. We were the ones who told him about the warrant when we showed up at his home Tuesday night.
I'm not involved, and y'all don't know anything about it.
Copelin is accused of stiffing subcontractors he hired to rebuild a West Bank school after Katrina. Copelin's own company was hired as one of the main contractors on the job, hired by the school using FEMA money. One of his subcontractors, Lyle Dublé, who says he's owed hundreds of thousands of dollars, turned to the sheriff's office 2 years ago for help.
We have been very proactive in making sure and ensuring that the constituents of Jefferson Parish are not stiffed by anybody, and that when complaints are made, that we are very proactive.
Sheriff Newell Norman couldn't say if more charges could be coming for Copelin as the investigation into this matter continues. In the meantime, Fox 8 legal analyst Joseph Responti says this could be a difficult case for prosecutors.
It's a tough case sometimes to prosecute because you have to show that this person had guilty intent to do something against another.
And Responti says worst case scenario, he doesn't see Copelin spending a whole lot of time in jail.
Even if he would be convicted of this, I believe he'd be a first offender, the odds of him being sentenced to jail time are very, very minimal.
Lyle Dublé says if Copelin is found guilty, he just wants to be repaid the hundreds of thousands of dollars he says he's owed.